going to shoot it straighter. The GOP and Democrats are on the same platform. As seen here in this article, it's picking up steam. Gun confiscation, the red flag laws, which are unconstitutional and illegal, because it could be used to say, oh, you're a lunatic, but, you're not on the plant, so to speak, if you know what I mean, by the sense of, oh, this guy's a Trump supporter, or this guy is a anti-government supporter, or this one, is very peaceful and, expressing their views freely. I mean, just skimming through this, it's a joke. These congressional status, that's what they're called, is worshippers of the state, like Lindsey Graham, who puts on war and everything. And then look at all this. People like me that voted for Trump wanted the wall, the deportation of illegals, the stupid wars, the tough on crime, the protection of the Second Amendment, and First is now being disappointed, as seen in this little graphic here. And of course, big tech censorship, the 1-year anniversary of Alex Jones, which I'll kind of flash back to here, which he's a no-no according to the Gulag. Look right here, the American Conservative, right here, in political. So right here, everything right of center, or let's just say right of the state's views, is gone. I mean, these social media companies like Twitter, which I've been, locked out here and there, but, it's just ridiculous. I mean, thank God for Gab and other platforms to allow free speech, but this pretty much says this: the First Amendment doesn't restrain censorship by private social media companies. They have people that are in China or on the Democrats' plant that are a bunch of soy boys that don't like opposing viewpoints. But I'm going to go touch upon the El Paso shooter real quick over on Current Nemo's site. I'm sure this might be censored potentially by the Gestapo at YouTube, but I don't give a crap. As long as I have free speech still, I'm going to continue to record these. Give it a second here. Former InfoWars writer. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and just MK Ultra. Ultimate program in the 60s, it's declassified along with Operation Northwoods, Prayers, of course, to the victims, so you gotta question things. All these mass shooters are, patsies of the state. Pretty much this MK Ultra program. His dad works in infused being therapy in Texas. And then Timberlawn exposing the psychiatric hospital, probably drugging the hell out of people. And then even leftist BuzzFeed showing how it was used for gain. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to James Holmes. And this is via Google, or excuse me, Gulag, as it should be called. Right here, MK Ultra. You can dig this up. Right here, Facebook notes. And then this YouTube video, which I'm not sure if it's been censored yet. All this. Just right here, Wayne Manson from 2012. You can check all this stuff out, it's admitted. But it all just leads to problem, reaction, solution, more power for the state. Which is not what we need. You're your daddy, the state isn't your daddy. Pretty much right here. We had links to a number of government-funded research centers. See, the government is just there to terrorize you and get you afraid. Every time these mass shootings or, let's just say, incidents occur, as we've seen potential freak-out incidents like in USA Today and others. So I'm just going to show you a real quick clip from Owen Schroyer, pretty much summing up what, is going on. This arrested development by those who want their rights taken away. Just going to pull up my Twitter page. It's still alive. I'm on Gab too as well. I could always shoot other videos. Follower count down. Yeah, whatever. right there, violent. It's by the left that, won a civil war by Reza Aslan. It's like they allow that, or not learning to code, or other things that'll get you banned off the Gestapo. So I'm just gonna, here's the article there, and here's Owen Shroyer. I'm gonna play this real quick for you. Let me crank the volume up. Thank you for being patient, by the way. So let me just go ahead and start again. There we go.
Do you think I'm happy seeing all this news, knowing about threats, and reaching a point where, I mean, folks, I don't even want to get into it, but it's almost to a point now where if you're not carrying when you go out in public, it's on you. Because here's the thing. You can sit here and point the finger at President Trump all day long. You can point the finger at Obama all day long. Bush, Gumby, whoever the president is. It doesn't matter. The president isn't your daddy. The government isn't your daddy. Got that? Your daddy. You're in charge. You protect yourself. The government and the president are here to make sure you can do that. And the minute you can't, like the poor people in Chicago that are disarmed, or the poor people in California that are disarmed. You used to be able to not have a gun in D.C. Finally changed that. Violence was rampant. New York, you can't have a gun. All these places where you can't have a gun, and they're sitting here worried about mass shootings saying, Daddy Trump, Daddy Trump, do something, Daddy Trump. Trump ain't your daddy. But isn't that the problem? Isn't that the problem? They have been broke back into arrested development, and they need a daddy. They need a daddy to pay their bills. They need a daddy to get their rent down. They need a daddy to put food on the table. They need a daddy to protect them from the bad guy. And they don't even have the natural instinct to want to be their own daddy, to want to take care of themselves. And so they march in the street to take away their own rights, and then they say, Trump is Hitler, give him the guns.